10th time in 2008. They line up by points because qualifying was rained out. And remember now, Jimmie Johnson was not very good in either practice yesterday. 17th and 21st. Could this be the day that Edwards, Biffle, Burton, and others narrow the gap?
Car's off. Do
Remember,
not spin the
Jimmie
tires.
Johnson
Nice smooth start here.
chasing history, but today everyone else is chasing him. Here they come to the green flag at Atlanta.
Green flag, green flag, green flag. Clear low, clear all the way to the bottom, two back.
Didn't even get up through the gears before they were spinning the tires. This shows you how slick this surface really is.
Clear, all clear, clear.
All over the racetrack here. 3 wide getting into 1.
It is very important for Carl Edwards.
Clear
to try
by
to
3.
run
Get
Jimmie
your rhythm here.
Johnson down.
3 back.
Why? Because Jimmie did not lead a single lap here in the spring, and Carl would like to keep him from getting those 5 bonus points, but he may run out of time here on lap 1. Here he comes, though.
Yeah, Jimmie got a nice jump on the start. Everybody that was spinning, his tire spun a little bit less than those guys, and he'll get those 5 bonus points on this first lap.
So Jimmie has now done something he couldn't do back in March when he finished as the last car on the lead lap. But I don't think Carl's going to wait very long to be able to make this pass.
He was the fastest
Just do it, him.
both practice sessions here, so I expect to see this 99 car get this lead from Jimmie Johnson. Although the talk in the garage was that maybe Jimmie wasn't that great on the sheet, but he had a great car when the practice was over. Yeah, Jimmie talked that he didn't necessarily, he wasn't concerned that they didn't run that fast lap, but he thought they made their car a lot better in the longer runs in the latter part of the last practice session yesterday, and that's looking to be true right now.
The big question coming in this weekend, we talked about all the Goodyear testing and the new right side tire, just how long it would last and how consistent it would be here in the early laps.
Well, you see we've run, what, 2 laps now, and they're already sliding all the way to the top and using that high groove. Oh, we got trouble here on the backstretch.
Sideways, a 21 car, Bill Elliott.
Yellow, yellow's out down the back, getting into 3. Getting into 3, just slow it down. Got 2 of them that spun down the back into the inside wall, resting on the apron into 3.
It's unfortunate because he had a good car in practice yesterday. He had one of the better cars in that practice. I was talking to guys in the garage this morning, and they said that Bill.
That's 3 laps, 3 laps.
Right front tire's flat, right rear's flat.
Just a hair tight behind him right now.
Left side.
And 4, and 4.
Something else must be wrong.
Down 5.
You can see what happened here coming off the corner.
He kind of got squeezed 2 ways. 01 of Regan Smith got him, and Bill had to kind of get out of the throttle, and then Sam Hornish got into the left rear.
2 back in your mirror.
Yeah, it's very seldom.
Half back, running the top here. Going to try to look outside. 16 looking outside, all by himself.
I mean, that's just basically up to you, but you try to coincide.
Clear behind him. 6 back to anything else.
We have someone special doing that. Here comes Biffle trying to get that lead. Wow, he's coming big time. Already moved up on the middle to top side of the racetrack.
Greg Biffle second in the point standings in the chase, and now second on the racetrack. He said in the media center on Friday, this championship is far from over. If I can get it close at Homestead, where he's won 3 times, I got a great shot to become this year's champion.
I don't think anybody came into this race with any more confidence than Greg Biffle. We kind of got that last week at Martinsville after the race. He was very confident he was going to have a shot at this thing.
I'd mentioned the 2 cars involved in the first caution. Bill Elliott and Sam Hornish were both
touching the ground a little bit on entry on the high side. And 4.
Now back on the racetrack.
Yeah, we also had a lot of cars to pit during that caution, and we only had 4 laps under green and guys changing tires already. I talked to Chad Knaus in the garage this morning, and I asked him, what if the caution comes out at lap 10? Are you going to pit? He said, oh, yeah, absolutely. I said, how about lap 5? He says, yes, I'm coming to get tires. Dave?
And talking with Chad this morning, guys, were talking earlier about him not being the fastest car on the speed charts during final practice yesterday. Chad said, overall, I'm not extremely happy. I would have liked some more speed out of it. But late in the session, when we put on new tires and Carl put on new tires and others did, we looked at our lap times, and they were very comparable, and we were happy with our race car at that point. And that's a good determiner. Jamie?
And Greg Biffle and his crew chief Greg Irwin had high expectations for this race. Now, after happy hour yesterday, they were 5th on the chart, but Greg was not that thrilled. He was actually kind of frustrated. Greg told me, I had to go to his motor coach this morning. We had to have a talk in person, not on the phone. They came up with a plan, and I think this restart was all part of the plan, guys. After that radio communication, Greg said, I guess we need to start doing it differently.
Pretty good battle here on the racetrack. The car that won here in the spring with the driver Kyle Busch in the 18, looking across from his teammate Tony Stewart at the 88 of Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Yeah, I've been watching these guys for the last 2 laps, and Kyle Busch looks like he'd been struggling quite a bit. He was trying to run the bottom, but it looked like his car just wouldn't go down there. So he's now moved up to the top side of the racetrack and seems to be running just a little bit better. Although he seems to be struggling right in the center of the corner. Dale Jr.'s up on the high side making some good time.
These tires are going to go away real fast, and you're going to see the lap time slow down about another second even from where they are right now. So expect the complexion of this race to change as the tires wear down. Shannon?
No pressure. Try and set your gauges when you get a chance.
Pretty drivable. Right now he's dropped back to 12th. He started this race 8th. His crew chief, Greg Zipadelli, told me that they started this race a little on the tight side. He said that was comfortable for Tony Stewart, and in order to do that, they did sacrifice a little speed. Zipadelli told me we'll be able to adjust during the race.
Clear high.
Comfortable for the start.
Thanks, Shannon. Back up front, the 99 of Edwards just flies by his teammate Greg Biffle for second position.
I think Greg said, okay, let's see if you can do anything with that 48 car. I can't.
Yeah, this is pretty impressive, the 48 staying out and getting the lead that he's gotten. But, you know, you can run these cars as hard as you want to at the beginning, but you're going to pay the price at the end of a run.
We're terrible, Erwin. I don't know. I just can't. Just wants to run into the fence. You lose it, then it shoves the nose.
Nice and smooth, bud. You're doing good. Run that bottom line. You'll run him down.
We heard a pretty confident Jeff Gordon talking in the pre-race show that he felt like that he had a pretty good car here. We didn't see that much in practice yesterday, but we did see towards the end of it that they made their car a lot more consistent.
Jeff Gordon is a 4-time winner here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. Remember, he made his very first career start at this track in the fall event, this race here 16 years ago.
Just watch him work this steering wheel. You can see
15 to his 50. Nothing from behind. Keep digging, bud. That's awesome lap.
see how close he gets to that wall. And then down in 3 and 4, he's running right on the bottom of the racetrack, trying to find that grip.
Our direct TV telemetry shows him sort of feather that throttle, trying to get back in the corner.
He'll be feathering that throttle even more later in this run, won't he, Dale?
Yeah, he sure will, because as these tires continue to go away and you lose grip, you're going to have to just work that throttle. Here we got a 3-wide battle going by Kevin Harvick. Got Denny Hamlin on the top side, his teammate, Kyle Busch.
21 to his 52. Nothing from behind.
Here comes Dale Jr. by Kevin Harvick. Harvick had one of the better cars in practice yesterday, but he's sliding back right now.
That is 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, and 11th on the screen. Shannon.
It's no surprise that Kevin Harvick was fast in practice. This is their go-to car. In 8 starts, this car has finished in the top 10 7 times. The team has turned back to it for this weekend. And before the race started, Kevin Harvick came over the radio and said, guys, I'm wearing my red shoes today. He's been wearing black shoes in the past couple races, just looking to get a jump.
53 to his 62.
Drivers will try about anything to change your luck, won't you, Dale?
Jet. Yeah, pretty much anything. If we think it'll work, it'll make us better, we're all for it most of the time.
Kevin Harvick on the bottom of the racetrack, who was so good in both practice sessions here on Saturday.
Yeah, watching these guys battle, this is a perfect example of just how you can run different lanes on this racetrack. It makes it fun. We see Matt Kenseth going to the bottom. He's been on the high side of the racetrack, but now he's going to go to the bottom down in 3 and 4. And that's
39 to his 62. Good laps, buddy. Keep digging.
That's the corner that you, if you want to, you can stay on the bottom most of the time. We see Carl Edwards has caught Jimmy Johnson now and trying to take that lead away.
Yeah, while these other guys are back there racing, Carl Edwards has been going to work here trying to figure out how to catch this 48. Looks like he's figured it out.
Yeah, this is who everybody said after the practice session yesterday that you had to watch. Carl Edwards had the best car. It was fast and it was really good on long runs.
Early laps here at Atlanta Motor Speedway. 4 races to go in the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup.
85.
And it was a 1.2 second lead, and now Edwards digging on the bottom of the racetrack.
He was one of the few cars in practice that could run right on that white line. Even though his car didn't look stable, it was pretty fast down there.
Yeah, it's really a handful, especially down in 1 and 2 after you get some laps on the tires to get your car off of that corner with the momentum that you need. But you can see that Jimmy Johnson would actually pull him off of that corner and down the back straightaway a little bit. Jimmy goes to the bottom in 3 and 4.
Let's check in with Dave.
And you can definitely sense these two drivers and teams sizing each other up this weekend. Chad Knaus told me this morning the 99 is going to try to get out and lead the most laps and win the race. We just want to lead the last one and stay in the top 5 all day, as now Edwards continues to pressure Johnson.
I think the reason you see these guys pushing so hard with the 99 team is they need to lead the most laps. They have to make up a lot of points on Jimmie Johnson. You can see he's driving this car extremely hard off the corner. He was sideways off turn 4.
That's a power move right there.
Still there.
His car seems
Still
to
there.
get in the corner a little bit better.
Clear,
Jimmy's
clear
a little
high.
bit,
Clear by 1. Good job, buddy. Take it easy now.
You see the white gloves inside of Carl's 99 car. He was just sawing that steering wheel like he was swapping.
Clear by 1.
Inside the car, back and forth, but he was able to make the pass.
Just run your pace. Let your car work. You'll run away from him. 10-4 on that. Easy in. Beat him off, buddy. You know the deal.
Here today at Atlanta, we continue on a long green flag run. We might actually get a full fuel load under green, and at a track that's tough on tires, with a new tire here for the first time, Rusty Brad Ray. How nervous are the drivers? How nervous are the crew chiefs getting, hoping they're not
Still outside.
Well, I bet there's a bunch of them
Clear,
thinking the same
clear.
thing you just said, Alan. Hope I don't blow a right front tire or wear a right rear tire out or something like that, because we've been down here monitoring the speeds. These guys have fell off almost 3.5 to 4 seconds. I mean, that is a ton. They're running on the bottom of the track and on the top of the track. Honestly, they're running areas that they generally don't run because the cars are just so slow.
I'm really surprised at how much of fall off there's been. I knew there was going to be some. We knew there'd be a couple of seconds, but we're seeing almost 4 seconds of fall off time on these race cars. That's incredible as they get near the end of their fuel run.
Yeah, this is looking like old Darlington, except they're going 30 or 40 miles an hour faster. And what you want to be careful of is that the reason that you aren't the next caution is that you blow a tire out. So we'll have to take a look and see if they got any shots for us to see how badly these tires are worn.
Bobby Labonte, A.J. Allmendinger, the first to make moves to pit road under the green flag. Carl Edwards continuing to lead. Haven't heard anything more about the engine on that car. Remember a little while earlier, Carl talked about the pitch of that engine had changed. Here's Denny Hamlin in.
Good, bud. Couple more laps here. Couple more laps.
A small vibration. Question from Mike Ford, the crew chief. Has it been there the whole run? No. I'm suspecting cords on the right rear. Remember, we thought these tires would get to the full run, but just to the full run. Denny will take on 4. His car was a little loose. They'll make an adjustment for that.
Elliott Sadler on pit road for his schedule.
Watch these guys dropping in front of you here.
Saw some cars come down a moment ago, guys. Saw Bobby Labonte in the pits, and he had that Atlanta stripe on the right side of his car. Bobby's a 6-time winner here. Let's go to the 5 pit, Jamie Little.
And Casey Mears coming off a 6th place run at Martinsville. Great for this team. Their last pit stop, they just made a wedge adjustment. He says the car is pretty good. They wanted to get off pit sequence, and the 07 of Cliff Boyer. He desperately needed a stop, as I was reporting. He said he was plowing the nose, and he was so loose off he couldn't drive it. They're going to take a big stab at it, put that air pressure back in. Shannon?
Jamie, the first run, Tony Stewart said he was
Clear all around.
They made a wedge adjustment. Now he needs more grip.
Hey, pit this time, bud. Pit this time. Stop short and point out the 48's coming with us.
Stewart in that 20. He's back in the top 10.
10-4 coming at you.
Kyle Busch says the
Clear
car
by about
wants to
15
step out every
here.
time he's on the gas. They're going to make an air pressure adjustment. Also a wedge
Don't need
adjustment
anything.
on that car. Also said he's using up
4, don't need anything.
4 tire changes.
Just tighten it up a little bit. Be easy here on pit road. 4,100 in second.
Two things you'll
Hear what
hear
you
these
can,
guys
just
say
nice
all
and
day
easy.
long.
4,100 in
More
second.
More grip. Here comes Montana.
Pit this time. Stop short. 4,100 right there, all the way down. Coming with us. Watch these guys drop it.
Montoya, right side of your screen, had
70 may be gone before you may leave when you're getting there. Just watch them.
Jamie?
And Greg Biffle lost quite a
He's
few
gone.
positions after the last stop. He was extremely loose. He too said
10
he
away.
couldn't drive. They're going to take a huge change.
5 away. 4, 3, 2, 1. Remember the pavement.
And he's down and away. Dave?
Carl Edwards is in his pit box now. You heard him coach his driver, Bob Osborne, did how to stop short and point out so they didn't get blocked by the 48 this time. They'll make a wedge and down in the left side air for Carl Edwards. Adjustment, a little free on the gas. Meanwhile, 48 and
Clear out, clear all the way, all the way, all the way, all the way.
They'll make a wedge adjustment for
Carry to the line here. All right, buddy, dig hard on the apron. Just watch your blend line until you get off at 2. Nice and easy down there.
And he'll make his way up pit road. Carl Edwards, by the way,
should be clear when you get over there. Clear back to center right there. All clear.
31 coming out.
Still all clear, no pressure.
Beside the 88 of Earnhardt going in. Dave.
And Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s car was loose. He called it dancing around on the right rear. You see the wrench going in the rear window. That'll be a wedge adjustment for Jr. At this point, they'll also look at a
clear all around
adjustment as well.
Hey, stop.
Good in the practice sessions here. Expected to be one of the
first. Buddy.
And using that high line has done it so far. And now Jimmie Johnson has got a penalty, guys. Apparently too fast entering on pit road. He'll have to re-enter and come
clear. You're clear.
Speed, and that will slow down his progress here today as the field continues under green, guys.
Speed. Don't speed.
Well, Dale, you called it. Dale saw him come off a pit road or off the racetrack on the pit road and said he could have been speeding.
Yeah, he really locked up the front tires from coming in. He just didn't look like he ever got slowed down enough in that first segment. So, unfortunately, know how that is. He's as he goes off of pit road, there goes Carl Edwards.
You are the leader, buddy.
We had been wondering all chase.
2.3-second lead.
The other 11 drivers had issues. This team 48 had been bulletproof. When would they have their first mistake? It has come here at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
It's really difficult pit road to get on.
Did a real good job on and off pit road, buddy. They busted a couple of them for speeding, including the 48. So you're going to keep that up all day long.
Segment is from the yellow line there to the white line. So he never really had a chance to get that slowed down. Comes Kurt Busch on the outside of Matt Kenseth here. This is a battle for second place.
The 84 car also too fast exiting pit road. That was Scott Speed making only his second start in this series.
Still there. Still outside. Clear the 15. 7 still out there. Nice and easy here. 7's outside. You're 3 wide bottom. Still 3. Single file right there with you to 24.
Matt Kenseth, Carl Edwards, Jeff Gordon, Earnhardt, and Kurt Busch.
Still there inside.
You see Clint Boyer, that first car down on the bottom. He's the first car lap down to see Junior. I believe he just can't see there right now, maybe.
Looks like that thing is already blown
still there.
Off. Yeah, he's good now. Okay.
Clear.
For a second until it blew off.
We had a big wobble there in the corner coming back to the green flag. Yeah. Let's see where it went here.
That's coming off there. Still not gone yet. There we go. It goes.
Yeah, imagine trying to drive looking through that at 190 miles an hour.
He basically feels
clear by 3.
Yeah, it's no fun at all. I've had that to happen before, and that's just no fun as you see him go to the inside of Paul Menard now.
The key thing here is the pit crew and the driver didn't panic when that thing didn't come off. They knew that it would blow off as soon as they put that 170 mile an hour wind on it, and it did. Everything worked out fine. They didn't have to come back down pit road.
Up front, let's see if Carl Edwards can move in on his teammate, Roush Fenway teammates. Matt Kenseth is the leader. Take the lead away. Right now, Carl Edwards has led the most laps. He has led a total of 4 times for 81 laps.
Matt Kenseth's car is very strong now. He's proven to be at least equal to this 99 car.
Yeah, he sure has. The car looks really, really strong from the center of the corner out. Car can beat him a little bit, maybe down into the center, but then Matt really can get in the throttle. Shannon?
While there were some drivers on pit road having some issues, Matt Kenseth crew chief, pit crew needs to be applauded. They got him on and off pit road in 12 seconds. This is the team that's currently 10th in the point standings. I spoke with his crew chief, Chip Boland, today. He said our goal is to be in the top 5, and if we run in the top 5 every day, we can certainly make that happen. Dave?
Hey guys, did you watch the truck race yesterday with teammates running first and second near the end of it? DJ?
Yes.
And it was reported that Kevin Harvick...
Bye, bud. He'll come back to you. Nice and smooth now.
For points. No one's going to move over Ryan Newman and give Ron Hornaday those points. Well, doesn't look like they do at Roush Racing either. Here's Carl Edwards, who needs to lead the most laps, get as many points as he can, maybe those 5 extra bonus points in order to win the championship. Matt's still kind of out of it. I don't see Matt moving over.
That's the way it should be, too, Dale. I was wondering that when I was watching that truck race yesterday if that was going to happen, but that's the way things are supposed to happen.
Wow, look at this 99
Carl
car.
Edwards sliding up across the racetrack there.
Yeah, you have to earn it. Now, you know, there's been a lot of speculation about teammates and things like that and what goes on, but this is just pure racing. We see Jimmy Johnson here. He got back on the lead lap there. He got some free pass to the last caution, currently in the 19th spot, but still looks like he's fighting that car quite a bit.
Yeah, he sails by the 38 car of Gilliland. The next car that Jimmy Johnson will need to pass for position will be Mears, his teammate, in 17th position, and then Tony Stewart.
Let's give Jimmy Johnson a lot of credit here. When he lost that lap, when he had to make that penalty move down pit road, he was 29th, or actually 30th on the racetrack. Now he's already moved up inside the top 20. He's in 18th spot and still gaining spots. Dave?
Yep, our most recent recipient of the free pass took time on pit road during that stop to make a lengthy adjustment. Now they're trying to get this car a little bit better feel. It's been loose most of the day. They lowered the track bar on the right side. That happens with a wrench through the window, often during green flag pit stops. But on the left side, they lowered the track bar as well to try to tighten that car up just a little bit. That you have to take the tire
no pressure out back.
Take extra time, and they're fortunate that they had the time to do that before they went back on the track.
Michael Waltrip continuing to have some troubles after driving this car all the way into the top 10. This is about a lap ago. Watch what happened to him.
Right up behind Jimmy Johnson. Man, this thing is completely out of control. Good save, Michael.
Yeah, that's that same turn, too, where he slapped the wall earlier in the race and got by with it. So that gets your attention right there. Running about 175 miles an hour off of that corner. But he's still going.
And he's still on the lead lap. He is the last car on the lead lap in 20th position. Jamie?
And that is something the team is applauding right now. They had issues I have never seen down here. They came in for that pit stop. They couldn't hear Michael. Well, they figured out there was a shortage in his radio. They took the helmet off, put a different helmet on. He went back out, came back in, and they replaced the radio harness. Now they're hearing their driver, and they're just keeping their fingers crossed he stays on that lead lap.
10 laps, buddy, 10 laps.
I'm not sure they wanted to hear him a moment ago when he got sideways. But
68, he ran a 30. Smooth with it.
The car, and he is driving this one for all it's worth. Good job, Michael Waltrip. One of the guys that helped bring Toyota into NASCAR 2 years ago. And remember, it was Toyota got their first NASCAR Sprint Cup win here back in the spring. Fourth position, Dale Earnhardt Jr. moving in to try to take the fourth spot away from Kurt Busch.
Junior's car doesn't look quite as strong on the start here after the last caution as what it did in the previous one. So he is trying to take that away from
Kurt Busch. Got a 41 in front, 64 behind.
You see Junior trying to work the bottom side here. Kurt Busch kind of got that high line taken, so Junior's having to revert to the bottom side of the racetrack and try to make that work. It's not where he's been running for the majority of the day.
We did see him make an adjustment on that last race start where he did go to the bottom for 10 or 15 laps. It seems like he could make some fast laps down there. So he's going to keep at it right here, see if he can get by Kurt Busch. Just ahead of him, you see Clint Boyer. He's a lap down. He's one of the chasers that is
84.
Yeah, that's a nice
got a
move
70 behind.
He gets his groove back.
He'll be able to take this fourth spot away. See Kurt Busch slipping just a little bit down in the bottom side of the racetrack.
So he runs one turn up high and makes the pass.
They kind of had to set him up coming out of turn 4 to make that.
We're about 15 laps away from halfway here at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
76. You got a 74 in front, a 90. Let him spun his tires just a little bit.
On that start, let's Jeff Burton now get the lead.
Inside cover, 2 by 2.
Try to get back on the lead lap.
Now Hamlin fights back on the outside. Matt Kenseth.
Clear low, clear.
Then Edwards and Jeff Gordon, 4th and 5th. Prior to that caution coming out, the 24 car of Jeff Gordon was the fastest car on the racetrack.
Got a ton of smoke coming out of Jeff Burton's car.
Clear, all clear.
Bouncing a lot, almost like a shock was broken or something there.
Yeah, there's something wrong with Jeff Burton's car right there. I don't know what that was. Didn't smoke quite as bad through that corner. Still smoking a little bit though.
No pressure out back, nice and smooth. You'll get these guys.
Bouncing on the tire, Mike.
And Doc, you are correct. He just came over the radio and said tire rub.
Kind of day Jeff Burton has had. This is, we mentioned the car he won with at Charlotte, but he has been shown a lap down from like the last 130 laps. Now getting passed by the 20.
Still there.
Back in 17th position.
Makes you wonder why that is. If
clear, you're clear. All clear. Good work.
Maybe it's moving around a little bit there, but it's kind of strange it would happen now. You can see right behind, he's battling Jeff Gordon on the outside, and you see Dale Jr., who had a great pit stop there, got himself back up in the 6th spot.
Junior's back in the game now. I believe we saw a little damage on the left front fender of that 31 car, and it finally clearanced itself a little bit after they've run a few laps.
And before we get too far into this, Andy, we know they're going to have to make one more pit stop, but there could be a little different strategies played out.
Well, here's the thing. They can run up to about 50 to 55 laps on a tank of fuel. They have to go about 71 laps to make it to the end of the race. And what the trick's going to be now is to figure out when you make that pit stop. There's a gamble right here. You could come in a little bit early and have a little fresher tires over both of these runs and come out pretty well, but you're going to have to pit early. You'll have to pit before you're out of fuel.
31 car able to now get it back all of a sudden and go back around the 24 car of Jeff Gordon. Let's update the 88 car with Dave Burns.
And to Andy's point, most of the teams are telling their drivers, we can't make it. We will have to stop one more time. Junior's included on that last stop. Remember, he was very, very loose. Air and wedge adjustment. And according to the team, a boatload of wedge on that. They took a big swing at it, so that hopefully on the last pit stop, they won't have to make too many adjustments.
I think the racetrack and cooling down of temperatures might be playing into these guys' hands a little bit too, because they've gotten awfully loose. Even though they've made some adjustments, they probably help. But you can see the shade right there. These guys are running on the bottom of the racetrack in 1 and 2 in particular.
All 43 cars are on the racetrack. Scott Riggs back on the track after being down 126 laps for repairs in the garage area. There, Denny Hamlin, our leader. Matt Kenseth in 2nd spot. Carl Edwards 3rd. There's Hamlin. Guys, a lot's going to change here in these final 60 laps. You guys commented on it in Countdown, how much this racetrack changes in the final 50.
Yeah, Ray and I are down here talking about this right now. I mean, I can't remember ever coming to Atlanta, Jerry and guys, that this track has not tightened up as the sun goes down. So I expect these loose race cars to get better and better as it goes on.
Yeah, and as DJ pointed out, you've got that shade. It's bringing the track temperature down, and the track is getting black. This tire is softer. It's taking rubber, and the guys with the looser cars are going to be picking up speed.
Clear.
Coming to Atlanta Motor Speedway. 2 of the last 3 races we've run here, the leader with 10 laps to go hasn't won the race because things get a little hairy here toward the end.
Oh, yes. Alan Bestwick likes to say, don't go anywhere. Things are going to change here. We have no idea what's going to happen. We see Kyle Busch on the bottom of the racetrack here trying to make up some time as he goes around Jeff Gordon. Juan Pablo Montoya, who's had a fantastic day right behind this group.
Kyle Busch with that Halloween paint job. His entire chase has been rather frightening. He, after dominating the regular season with 8 wins and over 1,600 laps led. We saw the 31 car a little bit ago on the restart have some smoke just billowing out of the car. We mentioned he might have had some contact. Let's see if we can see what happened.
Coming out of his pit stall right here. So he gets just against that 96 car. Yeah, and that's where the tire rub came from.
It's like he's kind of fixed himself now, so it's okay. But you had to wonder if they didn't make a mistake on pit road.
10 laps there, bud. 10 laps.
Looks like everything's okay with Jeff Burton. He's just wishing they would have another caution now so he could get that free pass and back on the lead lap.
88 car now reeling in the 2 of Kurt Busch that it would be for 4th spot.
Now, this is a nice comeback by Junior in this race team. They were pretty frustrated just over 100 laps ago with that race car.
This would be a perfect team for a candidate to gamble here because there were 70 laps, 71 laps to go when they last pitted. If they split that up and made it 35 and 36 laps in each run, they would have better tires.
71. You got a 51 in front, a 65 behind.
Pitting early. If the caution comes out, you're called a lap down. So there's the gamble. But there's something there to gain for one of these teams.
Yeah, you might as well take a chance at some time. You know, we saw earlier in the race, just under green flag pit stops, where Matt Kenseth came in with a little over 2.5 second lead, but he stayed out about 2 laps more than Carl Edwards, and Carl cut that down as we see Montoya making the pass on Jeff Gordon. going into the 7th spot. But I think you're right, Andy. It's a great chance, opportunity for somebody to gamble and try to win.
53, you got a 56 in front and 69 behind. Keep doing that, bud. That's a good lap.
Do you take the chance? So there's the guy right now that have to worry about gambling, Denny Hamlin.
Green flag, green flag, green flag. Looks good.
Green flag, come on.
Still inside.
Still down there, still there.
Clear.
Still there.
Inside.
Clear.
Inside corner.
Clear, clear low.
Clear
You got
by
the 2
2.
car.
Inside. Inside. No smoke, bud. All clear, man. All clear. Clear, all clear. 55 slow on the bottom, up ahead. Nothing out back.
Ahead on the bottom.
Real slow on the bottom, 55.
Clear about 1 on the 2.
Clear. Clear low.
Back to the 18 with you.
Clear low.
Juan Pablo Montoya trying to move in now on the 4th
Car for position is the 2, Jason.
a moment ago with
Good
3
four.
laps to go at Atlanta.
He knows it's time to go, and he is up on that steering wheel.
Yeah, there's no holding back now. These guys have to get everything that
Clear,
they can.
all clear. Nothing out back, buddy. Go get the 2.
After
You
that
look good.
contact on pit road, trying to make his way back towards the front. Dave?
An interesting radio chatter before they went back to green was both the 99 and the 88. They were both looking at each other's cars, giving some input on the little contact they had had, and both reasoned that they should both continue without heading down back down pit road.
So far, it looks like a good choice. Carl trying to go to the high side of Kurt Busch here.
Denny Hamlin, the leader, Kenseth, then Kurt Busch, Edwards, Montoya, the top 5, Kyle Busch, Earnhardt Jr. back in 7th spot.
Yeah, Kirk's down on the bottom here. He's going to make Carl learn this the tough way. Carl likes to run on the bottom for these first 8 or 10 laps. Now he's going to might get that run to the inside. See if he can make the pass. They go down into turn 1 here.
Clear, you're clear, clear. By 2.
Kirk's going to come back on the outside.
Still clear by 2. Good job. Go get the 17. 12's a lap down.
Carl needs to get up there and win this race to gain points in this championship chase, and he knows it, so he's just still trying to get every spot possible.
Coming back inside. Yellow's out. Yellow's out. Debris in the groove in turn 1. Debris over here in the groove into 1.
Caution debris on the racetrack. Down in turn 1 in the groove, and they...
How many on the lead left?
Got to put the yellow out to go pick it up.
That, bud? How many on the lead lap?
Wow, here another problem with the 55 car. Debris keeps falling off of this thing.
Yeah, they tried
16. It'll be 17 on the lead lap right now. 17. You know, it might be a long enough run. We might want to do it, you know.
Looks like part of it's missing there, so just a long, tough day for Michael Waltrip.
It was only 4 laps on tires, bud.
Jumped out to a nice little lead
Simple.
on these guys.
All the guys in the back are going to come. I guess we just watch.
The very first lap, Brian Newman was able to get in front of Denny
That's
Hamlin.
I don't think so. I think we stay out here, bud.
Denny Hamlin just motored
Quickie yellow. Quickie yellow. Pit road's open.
There we see the debris. Andy, you mentioned early on, these guys said if they ran 4 or 5 laps, they'd be in to get tires. What are they going to do?
Well, we'll see right here. I don't think they'll pit. I don't think the first 10 cars will.
I do the best I can. Everybody's going to be peeling.
In the second half of this lead lap group may come down and get tires. At least the guys at the back of it will.
12 car will get the free pass there. Ryan Newman won the truck race here yesterday.
Matt Kenseth was fake.
They mostly stayed. 18, 88. Yeah, they stayed.
Montoya comes
24 was your first one, Bob.
24,
49, that's the first one to come, bud.
There's Jeff Gordon also in the pits. Let's go down to the 42 pits. Jamie.
And Jeff Gordon comes in 9th. He said huge improvement after that last stop. They made a wedge adjustment. No adjustments this time. 4 tires. Mike?
What
Pablo Montoya real happy with the race car, asking for no changes, but wants fresh rubber. They'll take on 4 tires and a little bit of fuel. No changes on Montoya's car. Oh, contact on pit road, though.
But nah, it's this pit road deal. They just keep wrecking, running into each other. It's pretty wide. I mean, it's wider than some places. 12 will be coming outside.
Boyer, who was
he
a
just
lap
pitted.
down.
Yeah, he's center of the corner right now, be coming outside.
Coming by as the 42 was pulling out of his pits.
Yeah, and the reason the lap down car can be on pit road this first time, Nascar called a quickie caution.
All right, buddy, when to go when you get back.
Oh, wow.
Watch your outside.
Yeah, he had such a good run, worked hard all day to get in position. And this is actually great strategy, making this pit stop from where he was.
A couple of Roush Fenway guys behind him, and the 11 car thinking about cannot spin these tires.
All right, let's have a good restart. Don't spin the tires. Make sure they don't front you. Keep your nose clean. Pace car's off.
As you get down to turn 1, so yeah, you want to be careful not to spin the tires.
Stay ready.
You also have to get up and get going.
Green flag, green flag, green flag.
23 to go. Hamlin under attack, and he
3 wide up top here. 3.
Just a little bit.
Still 3. Still 3. 2 wide, still inside, right there. Inside. Clear low, clear.
Running through that corner, we see Carl trying to duck down and take the second spot away from Matt Kenseth. Oh yeah, here we go.
Still outside, still there.
I'm going to go after him myself here.
Okay.
Clear, you're clear. Big wreck behind you. Yellow's out. Yellow's out. Big wreck behind you. Just roll out of it. Hand up here. Going to be debris everywhere over there. About 5 cars wrecked right in the center of the corner. Back off that 11 bumper, bud, so you can see. Yeah, it's a pretty big mess over there, buddy. They're all on the apron, but there's going to be debris from the wall down.
In the garage area here. See Jeff Burton.
Oh, we should be right there. Just stay there.
Dave Blaney not able to pull away.
Looks like you've got the worst in along with the...
Let the safety stuff get out there, buddy.
Joe Nemechek able to get his damaged car to pit road anyway.
Staying out here, bud. Staying out.
Just push back in.
10-4.
Yeah, Burton's got some pretty significant damage.
There's a bunch of fluid over there from the low sign on. They hit the wall, slid down the bank.
Watch the battle here. They enter turn 3 right here.
Blaney sliding backwards. There's the contact with Burton.
Yeah, it looked like Blaney tried to come down.
Pit road is closed.
And then Jeff Burton was trying to fill that spot on the bottom of the racetrack, and they got together.
Close calls right there. Cars just missing this accident.
Now let's look and see what Jeff Burton's view was.
Yeah, you can see that he took the option. He was going to take that option to the inside. He thought that Blaney was hung in the middle and wasn't going to be able to get to the bottom, and he was trying to fill that hole as Blaney came down.
Looked like Dave Blaney was trying to get
good job.
And didn't realize that Jeff Burton made the move to the bottom.
Yeah, and this looks simple, maybe enough from this, but when you're inside the seat running at close to 200 miles an hour on the entrance of that corner, things happen in a hurry. We'd gone a little over 300 laps and not really had a significant accident here today, or at least nothing with more than one car involved. And
16 to go. They're 3 wide, and
here he goes.
Hamlin down on the inside. Here comes Carl Edwards.
Carl gets the run right here.
Man, wasted no time. He took that lane that Denny Hamlin's been running.
He got right up on the bumper of this 11 car.
Clear, you're clear.
Slip those rear tires. And here goes Carl Edwards to the lead.
Carl just goes right by Hamlin. Now can he hold on? Here comes the 18 car of Kyle Busch.
Yeah, he's trying to take that 3rd spot away from Matt Kenseth. He wants to be a part of this.
Clear by 2.
Side by side.
Good job, buddy. Good job. Be smooth. You run away from him now.
Yeah, the only time we've really shown and talked about Kyle Busch today was whenever he was sideways a few times, and here he is battling for 3rd spot late in the race.
He saw the pay window open, and he decided to get going here.
Yeah, he's kind of going to get blocked out right there. He's going to have to fall in behind Matt Kenseth and try to make another run at him as they go by the 77 car.
Hamlin now is settled in and starting to reel back in on the 99 car.
I think this is quite a shock to Denny Hamlin. He might have thought that Carl was going to be a problem, but I don't think that he thought it would come that quickly on the restart.
That was a great restart for Carl Edwards. He was right up against the back bumper of the 11 car when they took off.
And you can see Denny moving up a lane because Carl's on the bottom, and he knows that if he tries to run in those tracks that he's going to lose the front end of his car.
Carl pulled him by some 4 car lengths that lap by.
We're seeing fast times like we saw at the beginning of this race now. They're back down. That's how much this racetrack's cooled off, that they're able to run that kind of speed.
Jimmy Johnson back there, and that's in the 8th position. Jeff Gordon is 9th. McMurray is 10th.
Yellow's out. Yellow's out. Debris turn 2 in the groove. Just look for it over there. Turn 2 in the groove. Just look for it over there.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Debris over in turn 2, so that'll bring out caution for the 10th time today.
Yeah, we'll see.
Here we go again.
What Denny Hamlin can do on a restart behind Carl Edwards. There's your debris.
Can Carl hold him off? Here we go. It'll be 8 to go.
Clear by 2.
Is he going to take the middle lane going into
Clear by 3.
Is he going to go to the bottom?
Whichever lane he takes, I know he's going to be full throttle.
Yeah, he goes to the bottom. We can see as Matt Kenseth
clear by 6.
And here come the Busch brothers, and Kurt, back behind Kenseth.
Boy, great start by Carl Edwards there, though. He got himself out about 6 or 8 car lengths. That's a nice little cushion for him.
Nice and smooth. You will drive away from him even farther. Be smooth with the car. Let it work.
Let's see what he can do with his teammate, Jeff Gordon.
He's coming, boys.
Yeah, we talk about this race team and how good they are. Man, they make good calls, too. They get themselves in position. Great call by Chad Knaus to come get 4 tires on this car.
See, Junior struggling.
Earnhardt Jr., 6th position. Jimmy just able to go by him now.
Yeah, he's going to sight set on Jeff Gordon there. These guys are going to try to make a top 5 finish out of this thing. And he has enough time to do it.
Good job, buddy. Good job.
He's in the 7th spot right now, right behind Jeff.
1.1 second lead.
Just remember when they were back in 30th after that penalty.
And they were just some 90 points ahead. They had lost about 70 points because of going a lap down for a speeding on pit road penalty.
You can see that's his actual car owner, Jeff Gordon, who's right in front of him. How hard is he going to race him? Well,
5 laps left, buddy. 5. Just stay smooth. Nothing coming.
He can't hold those new tires off.
Yeah, here's the 5th place car that he's going to go by before he gets to
1.6 second lead.
What a call by Chad Knaus to bring him on pit road, put fresh Goodyears on, and everyone else is sitting duck out there.
That was a great call by Chad. He's going to get another spot before the end of this race. He's got Kyle Busch up ahead of him, and he's catching him pretty quick. Might even get more.
He might get more. Carl Edwards has jumped out to over a 1.5 second lead. That's why we're not showing you that. We're going to watch and see just how much Jimmy Johnson could get. This is just a
4 more times
comeback for these guys.
From 30th to a possible top 5 or better finish at Atlanta.
2 second lead.
Championship performance.
David Reagan, another nice run. As you see, splitting Jeff Gordon there, battling Jamie McMurray and also the 2-car, Kurt Busch.
Again, these are new tires on these cars. That's why you see Jeff Gordon slipping back. He doesn't have as fresh tires as the guys in front.
This is 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. Kurt Busch is 6th. Here comes McMurray on the high side. Here comes David.
Hit your marks here, buddy. Be smooth, bud. Be smooth here. 3 to go. 3 to go.
48 car, Jimmy Johnson.
2.2 second lead.
Just shows how good. These guys said that these tires were good for up to 10 laps, and that's all that they had. And what made this such a great call was it was a single file restart. Didn't have to deal with the lap cars.
We got a caution flag and a green, white, and checker. They may be in trouble with Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, he's still coming. He's maybe going to get another spot. He's got 3 laps to get it done. 2.5 laps.
Carl Edwards.
2 laps left. 2.
Out there with
2 laps left. 2. Nice and smooth, buddy. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth, buddy. Nice and smooth. 2.4 second lead.
With Matt Kenseth. You know, we heard Dave Burns ask Carl Edwards before the race about going out there and doing all you can do, and it might not be enough. And this is exactly what he's talking about, because this 48 team just makes something out of what could have been a disaster today, and he's going to gain very few points.
He's going to get another spot here. Denny Hamlin ahead of him. He's still got another lap.
White flag. 1 more time. Bring it back here. 1 more time. Nice and smooth. Nice and smooth. You got plenty cushion here. 2.6 seconds, bud.
Chance of a green-white checker, but here comes Jimmy Johnson on Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, he gave him that outside. I was a little surprised there. If he makes that run, we talk about this turn 4 pass. It's not going to be for the win this year, but it might be for second spot. There's Carl Edwards.
Here's the battle for second as they are in turn 3. Carl Edwards.
Great job, buddy. How about sweeping the weekend here?
48 makes the pass, and Carl Edwards will come down and win for the 7th time. And Jimmy Johnson finishes second.
Unbelievable.
That's it, Jason. That's the end of it. Yep, that's it. Checkered flag flew. Great job, guys.
Remarkable performance.
Awesome day, boys. Awesome day. Awesome job, driver. Awesome job, driver.
Carl Edwards did all he could do to try to gain points, but it's just so hard to make points on Jimmy.
Awesome work, boys.
We talked about Jimmy Johnson chasing history. When they had the checkered flag, it was Jimmy Johnson chasing Carl.
Watch this as Jimmy Johnson gets down into turn 3. He gets right on the side of Denny Hamlin. I guess his car, you see it start getting loose right there. Almost overcorrected and got into the 48.
Great job by Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, it was.
Not to cause a crash. Look at this crew right here.
Wow.
Boy, Chad, you should be very proud. I bet you are proud of these guys, Rick Hendrick, because what a call by Chad Knaus. And here is Carl Edwards, and the fans here know what's coming next.
And looked like they were going to take a day and could be disastrous for this 48 team, and they actually gained 34 more points. Carl Edwards with this, just a really, really good, solid day in winning this race.
He did a doubleheader win in 2005. He wins yesterday and today. Carl, a winner in the NASCAR Sprint Cup race at Atlanta Motor Speedway.
Nice to see our in-race reporter do well. What a great job Carl did with us in talking all day long, answering all the questions.
Let's go down where Mike is caught up with the crew chief.
And quite a day for the 99 team. What can you say about your driver's ability? Just saw on that wheel and handle a loose race car at a place like this.
I can't say enough about him, that's for sure, you know. We struggled a little bit on pit road today. For a while, my plans worked out with the 48 struggling, but you know, that's a great program right there. They battled back and were able to kind of box us in a little bit on pit road, so we lost some spots there last quarter of the race, but you know, made a good adjustment there.
Hey, good job, guys. Anybody's got the radio on your stereo, so we'll be where the 16 had been all day. Garage cell number 6.
He went after it past
Thanks, Mike.
3 cars from the last time we stopped.
And a good display of sportsmanship too, Jamie. Chad Knaus came over to congratulate Bob Osborne at the conclusion of this race.
We've already had the celebration on the track, taking the checker, doing the backflip, and now in victory lane with your crew. To talk about retaking the lead on lap 309 and driving away.
Man, first of all, just got to thank Office Depot, Aflac, Ford, Sprint. These Samsung Instinct phones are great. And mostly the fans for coming out here. But, man, that last restart, or the second to last restart, Denny spun his tires. And I spun mine a little bit, and then he spun them again. And I pushed his bumper, and then he spun them again. And he went to the inside, and I thought, man, here's my chance to get to the outside. And I really didn't think he was going to spin him that second time. Thought I was going to bump him, and he was going to keep on going, and figured I'd follow him for a while. But it just worked out great. I can't thank my guys enough. And, man, we went to the Aflac Cancer Hospital and met this kid, Dalton. He gave me this necklace. This is his Courage necklace. Really cool kid, and it's really awesome. He said this would bring me luck. So an awesome weekend for us. And I just can't believe how great this weekend is.
Now you're going to need some more courage because we talked at the beginning of the day about doing all that you could do. You saw who finished second behind you.
Who finished second?
The 48.
Are you kidding me?
He came all the way back. They took tires and he drove back to second place now. So you still got some work to do.
Man, you've rained on my parade all day.
I'm sorry. I'm telling the truth.
Could have done without that one. Jimmy's an awesome competitor. I mean, Chad and Rick and all those guys came down and thanked me, but congratulated me. But that's unbelievable. He does a great job. Got to thank the engine department, the guys who build these race cars, Jack Roush, for giving me this opportunity. This whole weekend, it's just unbelievable I get to do this. It's very awesome.
And you've got 3 more good tracks coming up for you.
Yeah, 3 more good tracks for us. And man, Jimmy's magic. We gotta go win those next 3 and hope for the best.